Has called for the immediate suspension of the services of MEDIOSA Mobile Clinic in the Northwest Province. He says his department does not need the service and referred to it as an ATM machine. The health department paid the GUPTA-linked company 30 million rand prior to any work being done. He inspected one of the mobile clinics placed within a health centre in Ratlou municipality today.
Determined to find the truth behind the controversial MEDIOSA contract, Motsoaledi says he's deeply disappointed by his discovery and that the health system, already overburdened, cannot afford to pay exorbitant amounts of money for services that the department can do without.
The health service in South Africa does not need this service at all. In fact, I don't think I'll be wrong to characterize it as an ATM card through which the GUPTAs are withdrawing money from the Department of Health. Unfortunately, I can't describe it in any other way.
And he wants MEDIOSA's contract immediately terminated.
It's a service that we don't need. Whoever entered into this contract must find a way to terminate it, because it's not a service that South Africa needs at all. Whether you are in a rural or an urban area, we don't need this service. Not because our people must not be screened, because our own health services are doing it. And how do we allow a service where you just screen people and you charge them? And when they are sick, you refer them to the very same state hospitals for treatment.
Motsoaledi also called for the immediate suspension of the HOD of the Department of Health, Dr. Thabo Lekalakala. It emerged last month that MEDIOSA paid for Lekalakala's trip to India to inspect health services in that country. There's now growing pressure on the Northwest Premier Mahumapelo to suspend Lekalakala.
What I could say is that I am strongly appealing to the Premier that that man should never ever set foot in the Department of Health again. He shouldn't. It's not fit to be a public servant. I'm sorry to say so, because it has got legal implications in terms of labor law. And they might say, no, the minister fired an HOD through the media. But I'm expressing the reality.
But the Premier has asked that investigations continue before comments are made.
That is what must be revealed by the investigation. I mean, you don't arrive at a site for about 10 to 15 minutes, and based on what you see instantly, you make a decision that people's contracts must be terminated, people must be removed, the HOD must go immediately, and that if the HOD doesn't go, you'll go to court. And the minister doesn't end there. He says he knows the Premier will block him. Now, he has not even spoken to me. And he says the Premier is going to block. I can't block him. Block him for what? Because where justice is supposed to be done must be done. But it has to be done according to the rule of law. So my request to the minister and everybody else is to say there is an investigation going on. Let us support the investigation. If he has more information, let him hand over that information to the investigators.
Meanwhile, Workers' Union Nehau was protesting during the minister's visit over their performance management system, which has not been paid for 4 years. Sisi Sekhalo, SABC News, Madibogo.